This is a Yellowstone summary update. The date is the 24th of April, but the last data input was from the 20th of April. Here you can see we gather information from a number of stations around Yellowstone, and we find the average for discharge, which is water, gauge height, which is the height of the gauge, so a lot of factors can determine the gauge height, water temperature, surface water temperature, and the conductance, which is the water's ability to conduct electricity. So all the data is being imported into this Excel sheet. We're going to look at discharge, and discharge of water, surface water out of Yellowstone would be in the form of steam. So as you can see, the alarming thing for me looking at this, yes, we're in a warmer season. You'd think that the amount of steam that came out from the surface water of Yellowstone would generally be higher because of the increased atmospheric temperature. But seriously, I mean, this has peaked up so much. You can see here, this is going from October time last year. We've had this, gentle low, but since I just click on this, right, since the end of March, well, basically all of April, it's just shot up, bang, bang, and then here we are now, the 20th of March, and look at it, like 650. I mean, it's high. It's as if it's had a peak in the amount of steam it just discharged. Now, I'm just going to hop over to water temperature. And you'd expect the water temperature to be higher, but it's not actually the case here. As we can see, this October time here drops down to a low during the winter months, but there has been recently there has been a peak. We can see in the last week we've gone from a temperature of 15.9 maybe, or 15.82, you see, and it's jumped to 19.98, which you can visually see that is a slight spike in the water temperature, and also the gauge height. So I mean, the gauge height looks exactly like the discharge. So not only is there a lot of steam rising up from Yellowstone, it also seems to be a lot of surface water there. So the gauge height is shot up from 2.25, and I've double checked these readings because they look wrong, but I've double checked them and they all seem to. This is a huge spike in the gauge height to Yellowstone. In the past, again, it's in the past month of April, it's gone up. Now here's the crazy part. I mean, I've made reports about this, videos, but I'm just going to share with you the conductance. Again, this is the water's ability to conduct electricity, and I'll backtrack again. I don't mind repeating myself because what happened here was amazing. Around the 13th of February here, there was just a massive spike. 18th of February, and the earthquakes support it. In fact, I'll pull it up. So I've pulled up my data on earthquakes, and remember that spike of conductance and the ability to conduct electricity for the water at Yellowstone. Well, it was 19th of February, and see here, where is it? 19th of February. Here we are around this point, to be specific. 19th. It was in that week. See that? How amazing! The water at Yellowstone became able to transmit electricity. Something happened, and the earthquakes followed. See a big jump? That's why I put unexplained spike, because it was unexplained. No planetary object caused it. As you can see here, planet Mercury caused this rise, but this spike, which was felt in Yellowstone, and there were many big earthquakes across California actually, and in that area, and a lot of aftershocks as well. So you can see that in February time, the this conductance, this so what was naughty about Yellowstone as well, I keep my own records, which is really good, because when this ping happened here, this amazing spike of conductance, they realized what had happened. And if anyone was to go back and look at the graph for the past 3 months, let's say 4 months, then they would see this. They would see like my graph here. So what they did was, they were naughty. They backtracked. Basically, they pulled this down, and it was basically from the first of the year. So yeah, they pulled this down, and they put like a gradual slope going down to around here to make it slope, to make it look like it was just a gradual thing. But I tell you the truth, and God's my witness, and you can see it through the earthquakes, there was a bang, and there was a massive spike in the conductance of Yellowstone. Now, as you can see, that conductance reading, its ability to conduct electricity, energy, and earthquakes are created by energy, electromagnetic energy. When the throne of God, Nibiru, comes past us, it's going to be energy, electromagnetic energy, that's going to buzz the whole earth and the whole crust of the earth and all sorts. And this is where it starts. You can see February the 18th is when I took the reading, and it's way up here, and it's carried on for 2-3 weeks. 30th, so you get to the end of March, and then it starts to go down again. That's if they're telling us the truth. But I think it's possible that they are telling the truth, that there might have been a huge spike here of conductance, electricity, and that's why the whole west coast, wasn't just earthquakes in Yellowstone, what was happening during this time all along the west coast. Is it Bear? There's a couple of places, I think it was Bear something. It was just like the whole west coast just got buzzed of electromagnetic energy, and all the earthquakes were pinging up. So, but at the moment, it seems to have dropped down, which is interesting. I mean, this could have something to do with the sun. It could be something. Maybe the throne of God, Nibiru, could be at the backside of the sun during this period between February the 19th and between the start of February and the end of March. In fact, I'll just have a quick gander now. Between the start of February need the sun. Start of February, get loads of sun here. Which makes the sun to be in Capricorn, okay, until the end of March. So as you can see, the sun's traveling through there. I mean, it's a big area between Capricorn and let me just so Capricorn, the sun was in Capricorn when the ping happened, and then it's moved across to Aquarius and into March, and by the time I've got to the end of March, it had finished. So in theory, between Capricorn and Aquarius, there could have been something that lined up with the sun in space. I realize now that the Earth is the center of the sphere-shaped heavens, so the globe Earth is the center of the sphere-shaped heavens, and the sun rotates around us, and it's a lot easier to work out these things now. But yeah, there's definitely could be something that conjoined with the sun to cause that buzz of electricity, because it started, I'd say again, in Capricorn, and then moved through to Aquarius, and basically died off then in March. So around this area here. This is being Pastor Justin Roberts from End of the Age Bible Prophecy. Thanks for watching. Please share, comment, and share an interest in all the signs and wonders of the second coming and end of the age of Jesus Christ. Amen.